In this video, we're going to look at addition polymers. Polymers are large molecules formed from joining smaller molecules called monomers together. Many monomers will join together to create a long-chain polymer in a process called polymerization. Examples of polymers would include polystyrene and PVC. The monomers are joined together by strong covalent bonds, which, if you remember, is a bond formed between non-metallic elements. The term poly means many or several, so it's really important that if you're asked to describe what polymerization means, you say that many monomers join together instead of just monomers join together. Addition polymers are ones formed by compounds containing carbon-carbon double bonds, such as ethene and alkene shown here. The alkene is known as the monomer, and lots of them will join together to form a long-chained polymer. The first step involved in forming an addition polymer is for the double bond in the ethene molecules to break. This leaves a single bond where the double bond was and allows the ethene monomers to form single covalent bonds with each other. Many ethene molecules will then join together, as shown here, to form a long chain, which results in the formation of the polymer. The polymer formed in this instance is called polyethene. To name an addition polymer, all you do is add the monomer name in brackets and add poly to the beginning. A good way of remembering that this type of polymerization is called addition polymerization is simply by remembering that the monomers are added together. You must be able to draw the repeat unit for any given monomer. In this example, you have been asked to draw the repeat unit for the polymer chloroethene. To do this, start by swapping the carbon-carbon double bond for a single bond and add in the surrounding atoms. This structure will score you 1 mark. To score the second mark, you need to add some extension bonds to show that the monomer is bonded to other monomers, and add brackets around the structure and an N in the bottom right-hand corner. This structure scores 2 marks. The N in the bottom right-hand corner indicates that there are many repeat units. It's really important to make sure that the extension bonds go beyond the brackets, or you will not score the second mark. A more complicated example would be to draw a repeat unit for a longer chained alkene, such as butene, shown here. Again, this question is worth 2 marks. Similar to before, start by changing your double bond for a single bond. Then identify the groups that were attached to the carbon atoms. In butene, there is 1 hydrogen atom attached to each carbon atom in the double bond, so these can be drawn in next. As you can see, there is also a methyl group attached to each carbon atom in the double bond. These cannot be placed next to the carbon atoms you have drawn below, as this is where the extension bonds will go, so the atoms must be grouped together and placed underneath. This answer will score 1 mark because, again, we need to add in extension bonds, brackets, and an N in the bottom right-hand corner. This answer will now score 2 marks. It's really important that your bond from the methyl group is from the carbon atom and not the hydrogen atom. If the bond is drawn from the hydrogen atom, you may not score the second mark. Working with the opposite scenario, you might need to draw the monomer for a given polymer chain or from the repeat unit. This example shows you a polymer chain. Here, the first thing you need to do is to identify the repeat unit, which we can see here, and then from this you can draw the monomer. Remember, this addition polymer has been produced from a monomer with a carbon-carbon double bond, so the first thing you need to do is to replace the single bond with a double bond. Then you can simply remove the extension bonds and you have your answer. This will score 1 mark, and remember, you only need to draw the monomer once. Alternatively, you could be given the repeat unit and asked to draw the monomer from this. This is even easier, as all you need to do is again replace a single bond with a double bond and simply remove the N, brackets, and extension bonds. Again, this would score 1 mark. To summarise, many monomers will join together to form a large molecule called a polymer. Addition monomers are formed from compounds such as alkenes, which have a carbon-carbon double bond. You must be able to draw the repeat unit of a polymer for any given monomer, and also deduce the monomer from the repeat unit of a polymer or from the section of the polymer chain. Don't forget to check out all our other fantastic revision resources here at Save My Exams.